Well, as I say, it's been a turning point already, but do you want me to talk a little about what's happened in terms of the trade impact, the
Yes.
trade dimension? So just some figures again. In 2022, total trade between the Accord countries amounted to $3.37 billion. You've got to bear in mind that 3 years ago, it was zero. So we've gone from zero to 3.37 billion. Last year, that was an 82% increase in trade on the year before. And so in 2019, you saw trade at 593 million. And one of the interesting points, which was pointed out by John Rakolta, former US ambassador to the United Arab Emirates, he points out that the total population of the Accord countries is now nearly 500 million. This creates, in his view, a sizable market poised for explosive growth. So I think this is an underappreciated aspect of the Abraham Accords, because I think a lot of people just look on it as a sort of diplomatic
Yes.
a deal, or something to do with the fact that you can now take flights between these countries, but it's already beginning to have real commercial benefits for the members concerned.
And do you see this across the different players involved, or is there any difference?
Yeah, I tell you one thing that's interesting. If you look at Europe, in terms of trade, nearly 2/3 of all trade is trade between EU countries. If you look at the Middle East, it's only 13%. So they're not trading that much between themselves. So the Abraham Accords is acting as a catalyst, in my view.
Right.
And I think that's quite a significant factor. And you see it particularly in sectors of the economy like jewelry and pearls. I'd just like to sort of refer to this as a case study. I wrote something only 6 weeks ago about UK trade with the United Arab Emirates. And much to my astonishment, when I looked at the official figures, I discovered that the United Kingdom last year, their major export to the United Arab Emirates was jewelry and pearls. And we sold, remember, there are only about 10 million people living in the Emirates, and only 10% of them are Emirati. So they're buying an awful lot of jewelry. But we sold $5.5 billion worth of jewelry to the United Arab Emirates last year. And it's very interesting. Now they've opened up the jewelry trade, particularly the diamond trade, between Israel and the United Arab Emirates. Some figures from the Dubai Multi-Commodities Center show that in 2022, the diamond trade reached $1.75 billion. Again, there was none 3 years ago. You're now looking last year at $1.75 billion worth. So it's quite sizable. And this lucrative trade is staggering. It soared by 72% in the rough diamond trade and 50% in the polished trade. And also very significantly, in May of last year, the United Arab Emirates signed the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement with Israel. And this eliminates tariffs on diamonds and precious stones. So I would suggest that this diamond trade, jewelry trade, is an example of the potential for trade between Israel and its Arab partners. And it's something that's very much overlooked.